So this video is going to be based on the nervous system, and the function for the nervous system is to help the body communicate with its different functions throughout the body. And right here we have a picture of the neuron.
So coming from this picture of the neuron, we come to our diagram. Now here on our diagram we have the labels, but on the left side we have the cell body with the nucleus right in the middle, and surrounding the cell body is the dendrites. The dendrites are the part of the cell that receives messages, and there are hundreds of these all surrounding the cell on the left side. Then in the middle we have the axon, which transfers the cells in and from one side to the other, and this is made up of Schwann cells, and the Schwann cells are actually protected by the myelin sheath, and then just in between all those are the node of Revere. Then on the right side we have the synaptic terminals, and these branch off away from the axon, and other things actually go out and send the message to the nearby cells as well. Here in the 1, 2, 3 sections, these are going to be the 3 parts we zoom in on and do a closer up diagram, although we actually don't end up doing number 2.
So what we have here is a phospholipid bilayer made from lots of glycoproteins, phospholipids of course, and this includes the protein channels and the protein pumps that are used for the cells to go through the bilayer. This is a large cell membrane just zoomed in. Alright, so what we got here is the bilayer in the middle, inside cell on the bottom, outside on the top, and right here there's active transport from low to high concentration. And as you can see, there's the potassium is in the inside of the cell, and it's going through the potassium protein channels to go up to the outside of the cell. On the other hand, you have sodium on the outside of the cell currently, and that high concentration is going to the low concentration by facilitated diffusion to the inside of the cell. Although there's facilitated diffusion, equilibrium is never reached due to the active transport being too strong and overpowering.
So just checking back, here is the photo of the zoomed in part. We just did 1, and although we are skipping 2, you may be able to see a little bit of this picture as we head into the zoomed in photo of 3. Now in this 3, you can actually, with this cone shape facing downwards, the skinny part at the top is actually the axon, and as you move farther down, it is the actual synaptic transmitter. So at this synaptic transmitter, you can see the vesicles inside it, and the return in the receiving cell at the bottom with its protein channels ready. So as the message is being sent, as the neurotransmitters are being released by the cell through the proteins, they come out and they keep increasing and coming more and more onto the cell membrane of the synaptic transmitter, until eventually bulk movement happens, and more specifically endocytosis, where the cell membrane engulfs the neurotransmitters and turns it into its own vesicle. And as these vesicles are created into the synaptic transmitter, it is sent up to the axon to relay the message. And here is just the description or the label of each part of the cell.